Greenville news. Freaking Hurricane Helene. We're all gonna die.
Helene?
Yeah, it's Helene. It's not Helen.
Did you know her?
No. Real ugly though.
I think it's calm
Spitting
and nice.
flames and.
It's very nice.
Anyways, welcome back to the third dimension. I'm Cruz.
And I'm Max.
And today, we're chasing storms and...
We're not. We're just in a storm.
That's true. No, we thought it'd be really cool to sit outside with the nice fireplace behind us.
And you know what? It's burning a lot hotter than I thought it was going to.
Remind you of cozy time. One of the best... You know what I think of? You know what I think
I'm
of when I
afraid
see...
to know what you think of.
No, I think of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe when Tumnus lit a little fire and there's prancing little goats in it.
Why did you have a creepy little smile come on your face in the middle of that? You're just like, prancing little goats.
Yeah, it's so nostalgic. I just love...
Nostalgic?
I love poopy weather, and I love fireplaces with fire in them.
Wow.
I need to write a children's book.
No,
Actually,
you should write poetry.
That insane aloha hat in the middle of
I'll have
the
you know,
mountains.
this is not an aloha hat. This is a Simply Southern
It's
hat.
even more like, I just got down at the golf course. I'm gonna go check on my cotton.
I have never seen anyone play golf in a hat like this.
I have.
Well, you need to know the wrong
His name's
people.
Rutherford.
So. Rutherford?
Yeah.
In Rutherford.
Anyways, so if you're watching this is gonna be uploaded.
It doesn't matter when
What's
it's going to be
today?
uploaded. Let me tell you
So
something.
27th.
Let me tell you something, man.
This is going to be... So the last episode, we were sitting in the same kind of conditions. Coincidentally, it was not a hurricane. This time,
I have
this
been
go
walking
around,
through so much grass.
there's a Category 3 hurricane making landfall in Florida now on the West Coast. And your grandma lives there. How do you feel about that?
I feel just fantabulous. She is currently with family friends at Higher Ground in Orlando.
She's in Orlando?
Yep.
Where's Jack?
He'll never leave. Every single hurricane that's ever hit there, he stay at the house.
Isn't it like literally the worst where they live?
You know, Native Americans
Worst,
Native Americans lived in that area of St. Pete for a reason, because they believed that it was protected by the gods. And nothing's ever happened there.
wow.
So Jack has stayed there. And
He's a true native.
well, he reminds me of, there's a scene in one of the Ice Age movies where they're trying to...
Scrap?
It was The Meltdown. Ice Age The Meltdown, I think it was, which was the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all moving everyone out because there's flooding, because the ice is melting. And so they're trying to get this old porcupine out of his hole, out of his
I
home.
remember that.
And his children are like, come on, Dad, we have to leave. No!
I'm gonna die in this hole.
I was born in this hole, I'm going to die in this hole.
Yeah, God.
And that's how Jack is.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's respectful.
He used to stay there with the parrot.
Huh?
He used to stay there with the parrot.
Yeah.
Ozzy.
Fracky.
Nope.
Well, you know, I made an educated wish, and it didn't turn out the way I thought it would.
Educated Wish. Where'd you get that from?
No.
Deadpool.
I said meow.
Meow. That's not a
Okay.
movie.
Tell me about that hat. Where'd you get it?
Uh,
Where'd it come from?
I found it
Colorado?
floating down.
The Nile.
Yeah. I did. I was on a canoe out there, speaking with pharaohs. And what was that face? Oh, you had like pancake lips.
Yeah. I was in high school.
Pancake lips?
Pancake lips.
Why?
Better watch out.
Please tell me why.
Buttery and syrupy.
That's not what a pancake is. A pancake is
Fluffy and flat.
that's not how that. What does that even mean? That's like saying he's big and small.
Continue.
No, you
With the riveting
pancake
story. No, I'm interested.
in with what?
Go.
What? What was I saying?
I don't know.
What did you?
You were talking about like. I made a disturbing face, and you're like pancake lips. But I think you were telling me about the hat for a little bit.
Yeah, I found it in the Nile, and I picked up, and I came
Pharaohs,
home.
That's right.
I was talking to pharaohs, and then I found it floating.
Did you meet Yogi? Speaking of pharaohs.
Well,
like
hold
way
on.
back
What did you
when,
just say? Yogurt?
Gilgamesh.
I thought you said old yogurt.
Nope, that's not. I don't know how you got old yogurt out of Gilgamesh.
Yeah, they sound kind of similar.
Anyways, I read an insane conspiracy theory today by Alex Jones.
And was this at work?
It was.
You were reading at work.
I take riveting information, yes. So, there's a theory. So Gilgamesh was living way back when, I don't know, probably around like 140 BC. Anyways, he's like this 14-foot tall, half giant, half something. I don't know. Crazy.
Is this about relating the flood to the story of Gilgamesh?
No, it's that. No, this is theory. So they'd buried him somewhere that was now modern day Iraq, and when the citizens of Iraq found his burial site, they started excavating it, and that's precisely when the U.S. military moved in and liberated Iraq, and they built up like a wall around the excavation site. And the citizens of Iraq said that they saw U.S. military driving trucks in and like loading stuff onto them and driving them out from that exact same spot that they had supposedly found Gilgamesh's tomb. What do you think about that?
Not much.
Oh, that's good. I wanted to instill some of my whole wisdom.
What?
Yeah. Yep.
This is what it's like when you're at the nut house and you're talking to someone and they're like, let me tell you the secrets of the universe.
Yeah, I've got them.
I found a domino that told me everything I needed to know.
It's got 5 squares on it. Each one represents the 5 babies that float in like chocolate cake.
No, they float in your chakras, and then the great flower will descend upon you, and you will be opened up to the trees. And that's like what I just heard from you, except it was about the bones of someone that never existed.
That's right. I didn't come up with it. Somebody else did. I was just relating. The
Epic of Gilgamesh.
That's right.
I know what it is.
You know about it, don't you?
Yes, I know what it is.
You're a well-versed little kiddo. Read lots of books. That's the sound I imagine hell sounds like.
I think that sound would be drowned out by screaming. But
Well, that's what I
just
mean.
me.
That and screaming got really dark, but
Yeah.
don't you think? Like it's just like
It did get
churning,
dark. Why did you bring it to dark?
I don't know. I just heard that sound and it made me like weird. I don't like it. It's like
Well, to put it on a different note, it also describes God with a fiery chariot
right.
and stuff like
Well,
that.
if you look at good and evil as a spectrum, if there's that amount of good, there has to be that amount of evil.
A spectrum
Yeah.
of good and evil. What do you mean?
Like the spectrum of color. If there's absolute darkness, there's going to be absolute light.
So
on like there's if there.
no.
What's the saying? If there's going to be something, there's going to be equal to that.
Well, what I'm saying is, you're describing good and evil on a spectrum.
No,
For me,
I'm saying if you like the analogy is if you look at it as a spectrum. So if God is like good in the
There's
universe,
a polarity to it.
Yeah,
I believe there's a polarity.
There has to be an opposite of that.
Yeah, there's a polarity.
Yeah.
It's different from a spectrum. That means there's like...
No, I was saying if you visualize it as a spectrum. Like there's 2 ends to it.
Okay.
But I think I agree with your way better. I was just trying to explain it.
No, sir, I was just trying to understand what you were saying.
No, yeah, that's okay.
Because if you thought it was a spectrum, that would mean...
No, I don't think it's a spectrum. Love is a spectrum. Love on a spectrum. Love on the spectrum.
Yeah. You know what I watched the other day?
What'd you watch?
And I just thought about this, because you'd mentioned spectrum, and this was in this comedian's bit.
Who's the comedian?
Ellen, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
She's funny.
Well, so I grew up with my, like, when I would go down to Florida and visit her in the summers, she would always have Ellen on in the background as, like, something funny to be there while she'd be folding.
I actually never found her funny. That's just me.
Well, no, it was always more like a feel-good show where she was, like, giving stuff to people.
Yeah, she's generous.
And, Ellen DeGeneres, and so it was,
Wow.
right, exactly.
How about that?
Yeah.
Never knew that.
So, but obviously she was in controversy because she was called the Queen of Mean, and...
Oh, like backstage she was like the worst?
Yeah,
ever?
that she was like a really mean person, and yeah.
Is it that cold out?
No, it has nothing to do with cold. It has to do with like condensation.
It went away.
Yeah, it did.
That was like dragon breath for a minute.
Fire. But she was like gone away. Like there were horrible pictures taken of her. Like she looked very
Disgruntled.
just like not good. Like they just took bad pictures of her.
Like lots of burnt spoons.
No, and just like she was getting aged, and like because she was taking.
Aaron will do that.
She was she was doing Botox and everything, so everyone looks young in Hollywood, and so she stopped doing that. But she did one last special, and it was interesting because she was like it was different. So the way that she was saying her jokes and stuff, not all of it was funny. Some of it was funny. Yeah. But it was kind of like watching someone.
Kind of like I like Jimmy Fallon, but his stuff's obviously scripted.
Yeah. Well, like, most comedian stuff, especially if you're on stage.
I think he's funny, but the writing is just kind of not there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, for me, this was more like you see someone, because she was being very candid about things. Because she said, I used to say I didn't care what people thought about me. Those things don't affect me. And then during her stand-up, she was like, I do care what people think.
Yeah.
And because she said, the part of the joke was, I used to say I don't care what people think. That was also at the height of my popularity. I.e., you really aren't hearing anything bad, so like it doesn't really affect you.
Yeah, exactly. Because 75 to 80% of that is like positivity, because people are enthralled with you.
Well, exactly. She said the other part of it is, some people think you're amazing and they idolize you, and other people just hate you so much.
Yeah.
And that's just such a weird dichotomy to be a part of. Where it's like
there's no in between. It's like,
no,
I don't care. It's like I either love you or I hate you.
Well, not love you, but they like idolize you. They just think you're like amazing, and then some people just absolutely just hate you.
Yeah, it's not healthy.
No, it's not good for you. And so
No, I'll let you finish your thought.
Okay. So keep it for later.
I'm gonna bookshelf it.
So during this bit, she was talking about all of that, and obviously there were jokes in there, and she was like, "So I'll tell you what I've been up to in the past 2 years. I got chickens. I've been doing chickens a lot." And then she was like, I can't do it because she has a very specific way that she delivers lines and everything. Some of it was funny. Just it was like a different sort of funny.
Yeah,
it was
she's
more
got
like
a very like a weird.
Why did you just thrust into the air when you farted? I've never seen anyone do that.
Hey, your cord's getting wet.
Well, that happens to cords.
I just don't, expensive equipment.
It's okay.
No, yeah, that's the only thing. No, keep saying what you were saying.
So she was saying all that stuff, and I thought it was funny because it was more like, for me growing up watching her and seeing all the bits that she did, you saw how like that she was. This was her last stand-up ever, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
And you could see that she was kind of over a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm just gonna say it like it is. I'll be honest. You could tell that she was like
done.
She was done, and like
tired.
The way things went hurt her, and I don't know how things were behind the scenes. She might have been mean.
Yeah.
She might have been. I don't know. So she was saying that she never watched the news, and the only reason she knew that something had happened because she would get a bunch of texts randomly from people sending love, and she would be like, what
do you mean?
Why do I need to be sent love?
Yeah.
So I just thought I didn't finish the special, but I thought it was interesting. Because there was like a certain level of candor there that I appreciated at least. It seemed like there was candor there. So I just thought that was interesting. Anyway, she was talking about that she was tested if she was on the spectrum. She said that she was, because she's like, it's a spectrum, so everyone's on the spectrum. It's just I'm on the part of the spectrum that people who are actually on the spectrum would have a problem if I said I was on the spectrum.
Oh. That's good.
Yeah. It was
Me too.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's actually one of the only things I agree with what she said.
Yeah.
Wow. How about that?
Yeah. And she's done good things for people. She's given away a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Same thing with Oprah, even though I think that Oprah's also probably done some terrible things.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's done terrible things. I just feel like in Hollywood it's like you get more into those not good
things. Things get weird, but I think it's also important to, because there's such this like this polarization. Either you hate them or you love them. It's like, well, what if you just say they've done bad things and good things, and you can accept both?
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, well, this is a horrible person, and this is a good person. It's like, well, what if they're just people?
It's true.
And those things are just made worse by fame. It's like you have good qualities and bad qualities, and both of them are made worse.
Oh, yeah, you got like a magnifying glass on people.
Yeah.
It's like,
So I thought that was interesting.
That's good to come back.
I know, I had it too for a second.
Wow. I'm the chosen one.
I don't think that breath means you're the chosen one.
Anyways, so I was going to bring up, do you know who Lil Dicky is, the rapper?
No.
So he had a show on HBO.
Rhymes.
Yeah,
Your poet didn't know it.
And there was one episode that had Brad Pitt in it. And he was
Bradley.
Bradley
Little
Pitt.
Bradley.
And he was on set with Brad Pitt, and there was this PA. Like, this is a big Hollywood set. And, she's running around getting strips, and, like, she has, like, an actual, like, job. And she knows...
Who does?
The PA I'm talking about.
Okay.
Like, there's a girl, there's Brad Pitt, and there's, what's his name? Because I don't want to keep saying Lil Dicky. It's another name.
Okay.
He's Jewish, by the way. What's his name? Oh, something Bird.
Brad Bird?
No, his last name's Bird. So I'm just going to refer to him as Bird. So you've got Bradley Pitt, Bird, and the crazy PA lady. Later in the episode, Brad Pitt came over to make music with Bird because he was interested in the music industry. And I'm talking about idolization because you had talked about Ellen and, like, people being crazy. This PA lady, like, walked up to Brad's house and had a gun on her.
Who did?
The PA.
Oh, I thought you said someone had a gun on her.
No. She had the gun. She had the gun on her, like, on her person. And it was the most insane. Anyways, like, this is a comedy TV series that Bird, like, wrote with other people, and he's insane. And so pretty much the entire rest of the episode is Brad Pitt and something Bird trying to survive in his own house with this crazy lady that's got, like, a gun on her the entire time and, like, forcing them to do stuff. Like, one of them was, like, she, like, put, like, concrete in a bath, and she was like, I want you guys to get in it. I'm going to make you do the whole Han Solo thing. It's insane. But that actually happens. People who idolize celebrities are out of their freaking gourd, and they need psychiatric discharge.
Discharge?
Yes. You know the monkeys we sent to space in the 70s? Use those people. Send them to Mars. We should make a jail on Mars. It's a really good idea. Just send them to a different planet. Or the moon or something.
The moon's not a planet.
Yeah. Well,
send them to a different planet. The moon.
No, but I didn't say the moon was a planet. I just said, or the moon. Which I never said was a planet. I was just like,
You know, it's funny that you keep flipping that cord, because there's nothing that you're trying to get it over. You're just flipping it because...
it was under my foot. Serious production. Nobody can see behind the scenes, but we've got a lot of stuff.
That's right.
Big time. Big time money.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's what brought that into my mind.
What?
The Bird, the Little Dicky thing on HBO. If you haven't seen it, it's absolutely hilarious.
What brought that into your mind?
You were talking about, like, crazy people and celebrities.
Well, that's because some people love them and some people hate them.
Yeah.
And it's like
Which is fine, but, like, if you don't go up to their house and have a gun and you're like, hey, I love you so much, I want you to, like, I want to hang out with you for a day, but it's against your will.
People have done.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's like that actually happens.
I know.
Yeah, so that's why I want to bring that up, because people are actually just freaking weird as all get out.
People are.
Need some, like,
crazy
Ritz crackers or something.
Some what?
Ritz crackers.
I don't think that would help.
Saltines do good for you.
Put their medicine in some peanut butter.
That's right. They're just like dogs.
Yeah.
Give them some. What's the stuff? Just like a lot of melatonin.
Sausage.
Like 1,000 milligrams of melatonin.
Usually, did you know? The most I think it's the most common cause of. I can't remember. No, it's too dark. I'm not going to say it.
All right.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and I'm not going to say it.
I'm going to talk about something else dark. I'm going to hone it back in. Have you ever experienced a hurricane where we live?
It sounded, just by the inflection of your voice, like you weren't done with that sentence.
No, I was. I wanted to keep it guessing. I wanted to keep everybody guessing.
Well, Smokey.
But do you remember a time? No, because I think I was reading something also at work, and they were saying this would be record-breaking, like the volume of rain we're gonna get in the next 2 days, and also this is gonna be the first hurricane, I think ever, that's made landfall like this far north.
If it stays a hurricane.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like, do you remember like any of this kind of happening? Like,
I remember a really bad hailstorm. A couple of them, actually.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Don't burp into the mic. Why did you aimed it right in there? You're just like,
I know, I'm so sorry.
We're bleeping that out.
Yeah.
I remember a couple of really bad hailstorms, and we were over at some family friend's house, because all the power was out.
Yeah.
And Julia used to snore. You know, between the 15 farts you've laid this entire episode and the disgusting verp that emanated from the depths of your stomach were nasty.
You keep going.
So, you were reading at work, standing there, right? Saving all these farts for here.
Yeah.
Didn't take a shower or anything.
Lightning in a bottle.
Nope, I don't think that's what that is.
Yeah.
Just saving it up.
No, keep
eating
continuing.
a lot of beans.
You were saying Julia
eating a lot of milk. A lot of beans. A lot of milk. A lot of beans. Bean milk.
Soy milk. Almond milk. Good for you. Can you continue your story? I was interested.
Were you? Okay. Until you burped and farted into the mic.
Doesn't mean I was uninterested.
What?
Doesn't mean I was uninterested.
But you interrupted it with a loud, obtuse, stinky noise.
It's obtuse.
It's an obtuse sound.
I know what that means, but okay. You know what? Keep going.
Okay. So, it was hailing. It was dark. No power. My sister was snoring. We were all very young. Oh, this is horrible. All of us decided that we were going to put her in a corner.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
God.
And so we put her in a corner, and she snored in the corner.
That was it?
Well, because she was sounding up the whole room with a snore.
Why were you like, this is going to be so horrible? We just put her in a corner and left her there.
Well, because...
That's like the least worst thing you could do.
Well, we all took her and put her in a corner.
There's nothing
wrong with that. And then she snored in the corner.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I think my mom or someone was like...
Like walked in the room and she's
we were all sleeping in the living room area of this place.
Yeah.
And we moved her to this corner.
I'm going to get cancer from that. What are you doing? It's fine. I'm closer to it than you are.
I smelled the smoke.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's not nice. It's a fire starter.
I love
cancer.
campfires so much.
Okay. So, put her in the corner. We were living in the living room, okay?
Wow.
Yeah.
In the living room.
Yeah.
Living in the living room.
Yeah, we were.
That's the first time I've heard that.
Well, I'm glad, because I'd have it no other way. So, we took her, because I think there was a consensus among the group that something had to be done about the snoring, because no one could sleep. Because we were all like, we got to do something about it. I didn't say anything, I just kind of chuckled. I was very mean. Sort of, not really. I just went along with them. They were older. So, plucked her up and just in the corner. I don't know why, but I think it's funny to this day. That's my story.
Why did you finish this sentence?
I don't know.
Like
my left leg is falling asleep, and now I'm getting the tickles. I'm getting the
was a good
leg
story.
tickles from.
Well, you know what?
My
so
leg-
I originally
my leg that
asked you,
fell
do you
asleep.
remember like the worst weather, and then you just like cascaded into this.
I cascaded.
Into this like fall asleep. Oh gosh.
So, can you remember some bad weather?
Yeah.
pose
actually,
the question to
so
be you.
There was a couple of tornado warnings one time at my way old house, and I told you about this. So me and my brother, when we were really young, had rabbits, Stormy and Thunder.
And you just chucked him into the wind.
No, Stormy coincidentally got sucked away by something. It's probably something like this.
He got sucked away? What do you mean he got sucked away?
The porch door flew open. He was like, just flew into, he flew into the heavens. I wanna like make a little animation of that and put that on the screen. I wish I could do that. I'm gonna ask Joy about that actually. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna ask him if he can animate just like a.
He talked about it last time. He was like, people just want to ask if I can animate stuff for them, and they don't realize how much time it takes.
No, I know.
And here you are.
I'm gonna help
doing
him.
this. You don't know poop from applesauce.
Neither do you.
Yes, I do. I was gonna animate. I was talking to him about it.
Anyways,
I was gonna animate a different thing. It was just for a project that my cousin and I were doing. But continue.
I find comfort in weather like this, and I noticed I was at Walmart getting these little logs behind us, and people are freaking out. Saw this old guy get like 20,000 candles. That's not necessary. You just gotta ride out the storm, George Washington style.
Well, we don't really have that much food in the house, actually.
So if poop goes down, you're gone.
Well,
I'm just saying you just gotta let it go.
You want to fart again?
No.
Why are you the way you are?
I don't know.
Yeah. Just keep farting.
Anyways. No, I just find this very comforting.
I can tell it's relaxed your bowels.
Yeah. There's something about Category 3 hurricane and
that's horrible. That's like, there's something about an F5 tornado that just makes me want to just sleep
EF5,
right in it.
Enhanced Fujita scale, not the F. Because that was prior to 1998.
You want to something cool? Careful that word.
The Vegeta scale, no, the Fujita scale was before the 90s, and the enhanced Vegeta scale is like actually way more accurate. So that's why you go EF5 instead of F5. Learned that from Picos Hank. He's one of my favorite storm chasers. He's got a great channel. You should check him out. Here go.
God, that thing stinks.
It's so nice.
No, it's not. It's
I remember. I can vividly picture in my mind. Around.
Go that way.
Not fall, but like November, December, winter. Let's just go winter. Let's go there.
We're going winter. Is this like a code for something? If we're going winter?
No. You've just got.
He's gone winter.
You've got the people.
It's like you've gone native.
Around a little circle. You've got a fire.
Not during an E3 or a Category 3 hurricane.
I'm just talking about.
They're all getting sucked away. They're all drowning in the floods.
So.
Have you seen?
Do you know how nice it is to have just a fire, and like nice people and chocolate, s'mores, and graham crackers? That's all you need.
During a Category 3 hurricane.
Yes, you can ride out anything with 5 guys and stuff to make s'mores.
Ride out anything with 5 guys.
And a fire. That's all you need. Man, you can do anything with friggin' that willpower.
5 guys.
No, just like you get. What is your problem? No, man. It's nice.
Nah, man.
You can do what to say about November. Has he even watched any of the episodes?
No, but
why? What's wrong with him?
He's
We're gonna have him
a
on.
husband
Wearing a cardigan with some flip flops.
Probably.
That's gonna be real good. Matter of fact, guess what I found?
I'm afraid to ask.
I was looking up. So we were talking about the other day. We were at Furman and we were talking about Chris Evans' character in Knives Out.
Mm-hmm.
The way he dressed, he had like the whole like fisherman sweater on and like the very northern kind of like outdoorsy kind of thing. I found the exact same sweater you have and the one that he wore in the movie on LL Bean's website.
Yeah.
It's just called the Signature Fisherman's.
Well, they have 2, so I don't know if you found, because there's 2 ones that are cream.
Yeah. But one's like it's got openness, like there's like the weaves, like you can see through them. There's one that's actually completely closed. And
Which
you have the one that's like completely closed. It's like an actual.
It's more about the design that you're seeing down the front, because there's 2 different patterns.
It's got like the triangles and then the stripes and then the triangles and then it's got the same thing on the sleeves.
I don't know. I'd have to look at it.
No, but I found it though.
I know. One of the 2 is the one.
I love.
And actually, his
that
scarf.
kind of fashion.
His scarf is from Drake's.
Mm-hmm.
They don't sell it anymore because it's seasonal stuff, and that was years ago.
Yeah.
But And it's a $400 scarf.
Oh. Is it made out of cashmere?
No, it's made by hand.
Cashmere, wool.
I don't know if it's. I don't know. It's not cashmere.
Oh, okay.
It's something else.
Wow.
But they're really cool scarves. And then his pants were from Suit Supply. They were like a pinstripe pant, and they had a really worn up, beat up Gucci loafers. We just get brown loafers, and then a camel coat.
Wow. That's good.
Yeah.
Bah.
That's actually what I was trying to build when I got that sweater.
Yeah. We should get into men's fashion.
Actually, I do know a guy that is doing that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like New York City kind of like runway
He was
thing?
in the news, not the newspaper, but he was in a magazine.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Like a men's
like
fashion.
Like a model, or was he?
He's
like
a model
and
in a fashion person.
Wow. Yeah, my mom's friend's son is a New York City model.
How about that?
Yeah. They do some weird stuff though on the runway.
Well, they
wear like trash bags and they call it like crocheted.
Well, also those
velveteer
people are
suit.
more like they look alien because they're always very skinny, very like they're like
yeah, they've got some. Whatever. floats
androgynous qualities.
your boat. Yeah, there it is. That's a big word. Androgynous.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So yeah.
You know, that's what I noticed in Ellen's bit. She was every time she would say it, she's like, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
The one thing I wanted to focus on was just, the weather. I think we're going to look back on this, and then, in 5 years, we're going to be like, wow, we recorded in the middle of a hurricane history.
We did.
Helene.
No,
just anybody who's watching, I hope you're safe.
If they're watching, I take it they're safe.
Especially Florida.
I highly doubt at the last moment of their life they're going to turn on the podcast. Like, you know what I should watch? The Third Dimension.
Yes.
That's what I should watch,
if,
right?
If
in
all
my
hell's
final
breaking
moments.
Loose, go to the Third Dimension, click that bell, subscribe, and watch our latest video because it'll bring you joys.
Joys. Multiple joys.
Yeah.
Joys.
Why stop at one? Why stop at one? Have multiple.
Yeah, that's, you know what? That's,
this fire is just, it's nice.
It is nice with that smoke. I don't like that smoke. It smells like, it smells like something I should have got into.
How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so yeah, I think we're going to conclude it there.
Yeah.
You want to add anything else?
No, we're concluding it.
We're concluding it. Concluded.
I do think I saw a brown recluse over there.
Really?
For the record.
We should.
I think it was dead though. It had the death curl.
We should do something about that because that's
Really?
real scary.
Also, my feet are wet and grassy.
I'm well aware. You decided to wear flip-flops in the middle of a tropical storm.
I don't care.
I think that's your fault.
No, I've been through worse, and I survived.
I know, but that's just, what? You can't complain about something you did. John, chapter 3 through 5.
No.
I just wanted to. You know what? Whatever. Anyways.
No, that's something I said to you.
Yeah, I know.
And then you're saying it to me. Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for watching. Be safe and
have fun.
Have fun. Yeah,
Don't be afraid to get wet.
Like I said previously 2 minutes ago, click the notifications and subscribe so you don't miss any more of our content.
Why are you so aggressive with your pointing?
I just want them. It's gonna be. Subscribe right here, and then the latest video is gonna be right there. I had to picture it in my head.
I'll find it.
It's
there.
I was calculating the stars, and I was like, okay, subscribe is gonna be like my 10 o'clock, and then the recent video is gonna be
It's
like
not
my
10 o'clock.
For me, it is.
This is not 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it is.
This is your 10 o'clock.
12, 11, 10, 9, 12, 1, 2, 3. My 10 o'clock is like here. Up and over.
12. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Why are you going backwards?
5.
Why are you going
I'm not.
counterclockwise? It's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4,
If
5,
you were the
6.
clock and you're facing the camera, 12 o'clock is
Yep.
here.
Yep.
And then 1 o'clock.
Yep.
And then 2 o'clock.
Yeah. I think you're onto something. Anyways, thanks for watching.
And even if it wasn't,
yeah, thanks for watching.
If the camera was the clock, then
Thank
12
you for
is
watching.
here, 11, 10.
And we hope you stay
Okay, then it's
safe
not your
in
it's not your thing,
Hurricane
it's the other
Helene. It's really treacherous out there, and
it's not
please click
treacherous.
that
I don't know why
bell and
people are saying
subscribe,
that. It's not
and
treacherous.
stay
There
safe.
was light flooding
Thanks for watching.
on the road.
We'll
That's
see you next
it.
time.
It's not the worst.
Goodbye.
Everybody's panicking
And
for nothing.
if you want to start a
I think people
fire
are dumb.
with
That's all right.
people,
I
do
hope
that.
you're not
It's
dumb.
fun.
If you
All
are,
right, goodbye.
It's okay. We'll work on it. We're gonna work on it. All right. We're not gonna be dumb. We're gonna be smart.